it's me and this is my channel. There's been a lot of talk lately about trams, especially here in North America where they're making a bit of a comeback. There are currently 31 cities in North America that have or are building new tram lines. So why are we building these? Why are cities spending millions, if not billions, to build new tram systems? Well, there are a lot of reasons why. First of all, they're efficient. They can move a lot of people quickly through a city. That's the whole point of trams. They were first developed over 150 years ago as a way to move large numbers of people efficiently. And today they remain one of the most efficient ways to move people around. Trams are so efficient that cities like Amsterdam and Barcelona have entire metro systems that are made up entirely of trams. Now, with this, also worth mentioning that trams are very energy efficient. Compared to other forms of public transport, they use less electricity per passenger kilometer than buses or metros. And if you compare them to a typical car, well, they use about 75% less energy per passenger kilometer. This is really important because we need to reduce our carbon emissions as much as possible. If we re-gone, slow down climate change. So now you might be thinking, okay, trams are great, but why are we talking about them now? Well, trams fell out of style in the latter half of the 20th century. When cities started to embrace the automobile, many cities tore out their tram lines and replaced them with roads for cars. But today we're seeing a reversal of that trend. Cities are realizing that cars aren't the best way to get around and they're bringing back trams. In recent years, cities like Vancouver, Los Angeles, Kansas City, and Denver have all opened new tram lines. And dozens more cities are either building new lines or have plans to do so in the near future. In fact, there are more tram projects in the works in North America right now than at any time in history. So what does this mean for the future of urban transportation? Well, it means that trams are making a comeback because they're efficient, they're cost-effective, and they're environmentally friendly. We need to invest in public transportation that moves a lot of people without polluting the air we breathe. And trams are a great way to do that. But there are also some other interesting trends happening with modern trams. For example, many cities are building what's called a tram train, which is a tram that runs on both rails and rubber tires. This allows the tram to travel further outside of the city center and into more suburban areas. In fact, the world's longest tram train line is in Nancy, France, where the tram even runs on a regular rail network. Another interesting trend is the use of overhead power lines. Many modern trams use batteries to power themselves, which allows them to run more frequently and for longer periods of time without having to recharge. This is a big advantage over older trams, which often had to be recharged in the middle of the line. The most famous example of a battery-powered tram system is in Oslo, Norway. So as you can see, trams are evolving and improving all the time. They're becoming more flexible, more efficient, and more environmentally friendly. And that is why we're seeing so many cities embrace them as a major part of their public transportation system. Ultimately, we need to move away from the car if we're going to create livable, sustainable cities. And trams are a great way to do that. They're an efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly way to move people around. And I think we're going to see more and more cities adopting them in the years to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and check out my other content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.